Howdy everyone, John here at etrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Titan Chain Alloy Snow Tire Chains with cams for wide base tires on our 2022 Ram 3500. Now this is a ladder pattern square link tire chain. This is going to be very useful if you have very harsh weather conditions, say ice or sleet or heavy snow. I would definitely have these for your truck. If let's say you live somewhere where there's a lot of back roads, maybe they don't clean off the roads as well, this will get you out of a situation where you may be stuck. So I definitely recommend having a pair of these if you're in one of those conditions. So this is made out of a manganese nickel alloy. What that's going to do is help with rust. It's not going to rust as quickly, and you're not going to have to worry as much whenever you're going through that slushy, nasty weather that you're going to see some degradation of your chains, which is something that's very smart whenever you're going to have them in such harsh conditions. Now this has a cam system. This is going to kind of give a superior tensioning whenever it comes to the simpler type of chains like this. I really like how these work. It's super tight already, though I do recommend getting a tensioning system like this, a little rubber tensioning system. I'm going to put it on here real quick. As you can see, you're going to want to have the hooks pointing outward so they don't do anything to your tire. And then you're just going to go all the way down, across, and now you're ready to go. Now with this specific type of chain, this is definitely a very good all-around any situation that you may be in. If you happen to live in an area where it isn't as much of a worry, I would go with the diamond pattern. Titan Chain also has those. They're a little bit easier to put on, and they're more for just general snow and getting you out of a sticky situation. If you happen to do more off-roading and harsher condition, I definitely recommend going with a V-bar. Now looking at these guys, they obviously are pretty menacing looking chains, but they're actually relatively simple to put on. You do have to go underneath your vehicle, so that is a little bit of something to worry about whenever you're out in the snow and dealing with harsh weather conditions. Though if you do this, say whenever you're parked in your garage or outside before you leave, always smart to kind of figure out how to do it, but we're going to teach you right here how to put them on. So our first step whenever it comes to install is to just make sure that the entire set of chains is out. You're going to want your cams out away from your vehicle just to make sure that you have them like this. You're going to want to make sure there's no kinks in the links. Along with that, you're going to want to make sure your hard points of contact are pointed up. That way whenever you put it on, it isn't going to be puncturing any of your tires. From there, all you have to do is make sure you get a good grasp on it because it is a heavier set of chains. You're just going to want to start lifting it over and putting it on. Now just try to make sure all of your links are nice and parallel. Just make sure that they don't seem to be kind of slouching or in a weird position. From there you can actually go to the back and we can make our first connection. So from here we're going to want to try to find the best point to connect this. I'm going to start right here, and the best thing to do whenever you're doing this is to actually do this say whenever you're at home, because obviously you're going to be under here. You're not going to want to do this whenever it's nice and snowy and cold outside. Once you're able to figure out what the best point of contact is, you can take this, you can either snip it or put a little marker showing that this is the one you're going to want to go with. That way, if let's say that you're driving, you don't want anything to be hitting and doing damage to your vehicle. From here we're going to go to the front connection. I tried this out and it seems like for the most part this is the best place to put it for our specific tires. Obviously try it out yourself. Once you get that on, all we have to do is go up top and get the cams. This is going to get it nice and tight for us. Just try to get as many cams as you can before it's possible to turn. I think we may be able to get one more. There we go. And that's one of the reasons you wear gloves. You don't want to get nipped by that. And as you can see, it's very tight, and we're done with the install. Now my final thoughts on this specific tire chain is, while it is probably one of the better tire chains for this vehicle whenever it comes to just having it to the side just in case you need anything, it's always better to err on the side of caution. Get a beefier chain in case you are in a situation where the ice and the sleet kind of packs up and gets to where it's harsher weather conditions. A downside that I have noticed is the fact that it comes with this bag, this canvas bag. It's not the greatest. As you can see, we already have some tearing and ripping. I recommend getting a alternative form of holding these, but overall, if that's the lowest part of this product, I think it's a very good product, easy to put on. The alloy that it's made out of is going to hold up to rust and corrosion, so you're not going to have to worry about anything rusting or deteriorating. It's going to hold up for many years and many seasons, so I definitely recommend it. And that was a look at our Titan Chain alloy snow tire chains with cams for wide base tires on our 2022 Ram 3500. My name is John. Have a good one.